Both guys kick simultaneously. Knocking of shins there, never a good thing. That always hurts. Overhand right. Look at the power that Cahoon is
and the
showing.
angle on it was beautiful.
Now you feel that Cahoon is just setting it up. He's laying down the groundwork to throw that big, heavy shot over the top. Now, Brown's going to have to be careful not to lean that head down.
Oh, and there it goes. He clipped the top of the head. And just as you said, those big sledgehammers launching themselves at Earl Brown.
Brown had enough sense to close down that distance to not allow Cahoon to throw those big shots. Cahoon landed it on the button, and that's how it ended with Brown is back to the mat. Now, I wonder if Paul Cahoon's going to stay inside mount and opt to throw shots, or if he's going to try to go full mount. And he switches over for a leg lock from the boxer.
Don't often see this here at Ultimate Challenge. Shows the pedigree of the man that's in there at the moment, looking for the knee bar, I believe.
Now, Earl Brown is doing the right thing.
Turns it inside, looks for the figure four toe lock. Is it a toe lock?
He was looking for a heel hook, however, wasn't able to get it. He still ends up in top position. He scrambled for that release. Now, that's the sign of a good fighter. When you don't have a submission on, rather than waste your time on it, you release and you go and possibly get a good position like side mount, which Cahoon finds himself in now. Earl Brown, very, very lucky to survive that big hand that crashed him down to the mat. And that just shows his perseverance and his heart.
Cahoon just pushing the pressure on at the moment, using the forearms to grind on Earl Brown.
He's isolated that arm for a possible Kimura.
It's not the best position to get it from.
Earl needs to bring that arm in. Good. Cahoon releases. Again, Cahoon is side mount with Earl Brown back to the mat in the black sprawl shorts. Cahoon controlling the top side mount. Look at the grind. He's just grinding the elbows in, trying to make space, trying to isolate that arm again. Looking for a straight arm lock from here, possibly. Earl Brown content to throw knees from the bottom.
Cahoon trying to work it. Earl Brown showing his resilience.
Now, Earl Brown is trying to bring his hips toward the arm to take some pressure off that lock.
Does a good defensive job in doing so.
Now look at Cahoon. He's just passed the arm. He had it pinned down, and now he's able to throw uncontested shots. He's in what we call a crucifix right now. I tell you what, though, I'm really impressed that Earl Brown is not giving up. He's constantly looking to try to better his position. He's constantly trying to defend. Again, Cahoon looking to isolate that far side arm. Throwing a little bit of leather, softening Brown up.
Moves again to the forearms, putting the pressure on his opponent.
Now, what if Cahoon is trying to isolate the far side arm to swing into an arm bar? He's content right now to throw small shots to Earl Brown. Earl Brown's not able to defend because, again, he's got that arm pinned.
Good call by Grant Waltman, brings both fighters back up.
How do you feel?
Earl Brown seems to be in trouble.
I think Earl Brown is complaining of getting poked in the eye, possibly, or something in his eyes.
So look, let me see. Open your eyes.
Referee just taking a look at Earl Brown, checking that he's okay. Seems as though something may have got into his eye. Going to have the paramedics have a quick look.
Earl Brown just complained of deep heat in his eyes. So, deep heat is actual, it's what you put on your...
Okay, just wait there, Paul, wait there, wait there.
Anyways, deep heat is like what you put on muscles for achy muscles, you know what I mean? So, they're actually wiping down both fighters. It possibly could have gotten into his eyes.
Give me his towel.
That's right, it would cause just a slight stinging, burning sensation.
Now it looks like the paramedic is trying to flush his eye out or irrigate it to try to get that out. Earl Brown is saying, hey, I do want to fight, but I can't see. My eyes are burning. And I'm going to tell you, that's a bad way to be. You can't see when you got Paul Cahoon in front of you. That's not a good thing.
All right, paramedics just taking a moment to make sure that the fighter's okay.
Now, Rob, let's recap the fight so far. Up to this point, I tell you what, Paul Cahoon has really impressed me. He's throwing the shots to set up the big overhand rights and lefts. He actually connected with Earl Brown. Earl Brown falling to the floor. But saying that, Earl Brown was able to recover.
No,
and
listen, it's your eyes that are the problem. Tell me if you want to carry on now. All right, come here. Look at me. Can you see? Okay? All right.
There we go, Earl Brown's okay.
Again, like I'm saying, Earl Brown doing well to make it to this point because I thought he was in real big trouble with that big, hard shot. Inside leg kick by Earl Brown misses. Jab hook from Cahoon. Cahoon with good head movement. Looking to throw his opponent off. Get him looking at the head, throwing the shot. Nice right, straight right by Earl Brown. Answered with a short left hook by Cahoon. Overhand right.
Oh, there it is, the big looping left. Whoa, big right hand, and you see him launch that.
Good takedown off of the body lock from Paul Cahoon. Now, did you see that shot? Cahoon loaded it from his ankle and then threw it. I tell you what, Earl Brown better be glad he got his guard up because that came from all the way downtown. That was almost comical to me.
Thrown it from the Atlantic.
I'm going to tell you something. It looks like Paul Cahoon is playing around a little bit, if you know what I mean. So he's going to have to be careful because, again, Earl Brown could pull off an upset win here, and Paul Cahoon would have nobody to blame but himself. But saying that, Cahoon is in the top position, throwing his shots, and now it's work as usual. Short elbows being thrown by Earl Brown. Now Earl Brown's still wiping at the eyes. I think he's still having problems with that deep heat in the eyes. His corner's going to have to, now big overhand right by Paul Cahoon on the replay. Big overhand shot again. Okay, so Earl Brown did well to get him into this position. He's trying to prevent Cahoon from loading up on the big shots. Here, Cahoon sits back for the heel hook. Brown immediately tries to relieve the pressure by standing up into it. Like you said earlier, Cahoon tried to position for a knee bar. Wasn't able to get it, ends up inside. Now look, he's got his arm pinned. He's got Earl Brown's arm pinned, so he's able to throw uncontested shots. Very good work from Paul Cahoon. And big overhand shot on the butt. Top of the temple, he goes down. Now watch this shot. I'm gonna call this the Cahoon boom boom shot.
He launched that overhand right. Earl Brown did very well to get his arm up and in the way of that.
And I tell you what, Earl Brown is being competitive in a bout that I thought was going to be one-sided.
Hey, you ready? Let's fight.
Paul Cahoon has 2 knockdowns, but he needs to finish it off. Tie up by Earl Brown. Earl Brown throwing an uppercut, straight left. Cahoon's content to push off and throw some more shots from the outside.
That's
Jab.
Right. Usually he's boxing as he closes range. Nice left hook again. Right straight.
Did you see the shot just fly off of Earl Brown?
Body
Big
shot.
shots. Now the ref is going to call it. Earl Brown's mouthpiece fell out off the jab.